Hey there, ladies. Welcome to the Passionista Nation Expert Interview Series. So thrilled to be here with you today with my amazing guest, JuJu Rafii. Hi, JuJu.
Hi, Megan.
How are you today?
I'm wonderful. Thank you so much for inviting me.
Absolutely. So the Passionista Nation Expert Interview Series is all about really being of service to you and bringing more value to you and helping you build your business and really also level up your mindset. So we love to teach mindset tips and business strategies to help you grow both personally and professionally. And I also love to feature our amazing experts within the Passionista Nation community to have them to be able to shine their light and share their expertise and again provide more value to you. That's what it's all about. I love to lift up the ladies here in the group and showcase them and their gifts. So that is not any different today with JuJu. So JuJu and I have known each other now for I think for a couple of years, and I've just been so amazed at the gifts that she has around really helping people with their mindset. And also, too, just she's a ray of light, and just hanging out with her automatically puts you in a good mood and puts you in the a positive, high level vibration. So I'm so excited to get to share her good juju with you. Right? So today we're going to be talking about how to use your vibe to get everything that you want. Anything and everything you want. So before we dive in, I do want to give you a little bit of background about JuJu, why she's here today, sharing with you on the topic of, leveling up your mindset and really putting that positive vibe out there to be an attraction magnet to anything that you want. So JuJu, she helps success-driven women become unstuck and gain clarity of their purpose and align themselves and their business with who they are. I love that. And she's a community leader. She's the founder of Empowered Boss Babes, which is a huge network of women, and she helps empower them locally and online. And these are women entrepreneurs that she serves. She's a wife and a mom to three stages of kids. Get this, she has a 12-month-old baby who's adorable. And we get to see her kind of grow up on social media, which is super fun. I get my little baby fix through JuJu. I love it. And she has a fourth grader as well as a 19-year-old who just got his first apartment. So think about that for a minute. Baby, 12-month-old baby, and a 19-year-old. It's crazy, but she is handling it with grace, and she's making it look easy. I can't even imagine. And her most recent accomplishment is completing her first ever triathlon. So yay! How was that? How did that go?
That was amazing. Thank you. It's all of those things. I don't know which is more into the spectrum, the triathlon or having the baby at 43 years old. Which one was more enduring?
Yeah, but that's cool that you continue to challenge yourself, right? Because that's how we grow and that's how we expand and learn for sure. So yeah, let's talk about how to use your vibe to attract anything that you want. Um, yeah, so you know you've been on quite the journey on your um, you know career path and now your entrepreneurial journey. But I would love to get your perspective around like what led you to do the work that you're doing today. Kind of what were like some of the pivots or some of the transformation that you experienced that led you to feel called to do your work today.
Well, that's a great question, Megan, and thank you for the wonderful intro. Again, I'm so honored to be here. Thank you for inviting me into this space. I've been a member in your Passionista Nation group, and there's so much inspiration here. I send people here all the time because it's such a great place to stop and feel good and actually gain tools that you can use in your life and business. I use so much of the information from this group, and you always bring the best experts. So I'm so honored to be a part of that. Thank you. And the question that you ask is so important. How I got to where I am, how I got to be in a place where I can do the work that I love and have a fulfilling life. And I really think that's what it's all about, is just finding that place for yourself. For each of us, is finding that place for yourself of doing the work that you're passionate about and doing what you love. It's not about making ends meet or sitting in a place where you're uncomfortable, or sitting in a job that you're not happy at just to get by, or just because of the pay or because of the benefits. There are pros and cons to everything. There are pros and cons to working in a place that doesn't make you happy. Few pros. And there are pros and cons to running your own business as well. And at the end of the day, it's doing what you love and doing what you're passionate about. And if that is working in a building, crunching numbers, sitting in a cubicle all day, okay, that's what you're passionate about and you're really good at that. That's what you should do. You just want to make sure, though, it's what lights you up and you're excited to get out of bed to do it every single day. If not, then it's time to ask yourself, if you're not sitting here thinking, oh, I absolutely love what I do, I'm super excited about Mondays, I'm doing what I'm extremely passionate about, and I'm good at it. If that's not what you're feeling and thinking right now, listening to this, then maybe it's time to just take a time out and ask yourself, what's missing from my life right now? What am I passionate about? What would I rather be doing? And it's okay to dream, and it's okay to want something else. And it's okay to know that deep down inside you'd rather be doing that other thing, the thing that you've always wanted, the thing that drives you wild inside. And maybe pursue that. Maybe just take the first step and ask, well, what would that look like? Because I tell you what, no matter what it is, I promise you, you can pull in money doing it. You can create a paycheck
Mhm.
doing it. You can turn
Yes.
your passion into a profit. And if you're
Yes.
not sure how to do it, there's experts like Megan, there's experts like myself who know how to do it, who have done it. There is help out there for you, and there are ways to take what you love doing, what you're passionate about, and actually support yourself or your family by doing that.
Yeah. I mean, and it's really just comes down to the matter of believing that that's possible. So going back, I know that you were in the military, and by the way, thank you for your service.
Yeah.
So you served in the Air Force a few years, and you've been exposed to a lot of different things on your journey and in your career path. So, how has those experience kind of led you to this place of knowing, you know what, you don't have to, you can actually do what you love and earn a generous income doing that? Like, how did you evolve from, where you once were to this enlightened and empowered place of really, owning the fact that you have everything you need to be successful and you can um, generate profits from your gifts and your passion. How did that like click for you, or how did that all come about for you?
So everybody has a different story. For me, there was a turning point. I actually completed a 20-year career in the Air Force, and I was able to retire from the Air Force. And so now I was looking at leaving that and going into another chapter of my life. So for some people, that could be a divorce, that could be a job change, that could be a move, that could be a wake up one day and realize I am not happy where I'm at. I need to make a change right now, right? So for me, it was the end of my military career was coming up, and I got an opportunity to start a new chapter, which, to be honest with you and everybody listening, that can be every day. Every day you wake up can be like, this is the day I start a new chapter. And that's what's so cool and exciting about realizing you can create your own reality. Is every morning you wake up, it can be, you know what, I'm starting a new chapter day. This is the new path that I'm taking. And I'm going to start by asking, what is it I'm passionate about? So for me, when that time came to leave one position, one career, and move on from that, I had to ask myself, well, what do I do now? And as women, I think we get to that point in life. Like I said, it could be family related, it could be a tragedy, it could be a major change, it could be just you wanting a change. But all of us women, I believe, get to a point where we ask ourselves, like, well, what now? Well,
Like
what's
I said,
next? And
oh,
that's not a. Oh, am I breaking up?
no, sorry. I was trying to follow along with who's joining us today, and I had my speaker going, so I apologize for the interruption.
Well, for anybody who's watching live, we're so excited you're here with us at the same moment. So definitely comment where you can. And if you're watching the replay, let us know you were here. Excited for anyone who could get this information. But as I was saying, as women, we always get to a point, and maybe more than once, where we realize I need to do something else. What now? What next? And that's not a bad place to be. It may feel like it at the moment when you're going through the, well, what now? What next? It's not a bad place to be. It's an amazing place to be, because that's the opportunity. That is the turning point for you to decide for yourself what you're going to do next, where you want to go. That's your opportunity for a fresh start, to take a new approach, to finally dive into what you want to do and start taking a new direction with your life. That's the time when your mindset is going to shift. So when I got to a position where I could start a new chapter, I thought to myself, okay, well, what's been working for me over the years, and what hasn't been working for me over the years? What is it about what I've been doing that I love, and what is it that I don't love? Because I now have the opportunity to go forward and create something new. And again, that can happen every morning, any morning you choose.
Yeah.
And so I thought, well, I'm passionate about people. I love helping others. I was in health and fitness background for many, many years, aside from my military career, which was medical supply, pharmaceuticals, and medical equipment. I knew I didn't want to do that anymore. Was I really good at it? Yes. I loved my job in the military. I loved what I did. I always worked in the hospital environment. Absolutely loved helping people. But I didn't want to work in that career field anymore. So as I mentioned on the side, by that time, I had already been in the fitness industry for 12 or 15 years by then. So I decided, well, I want to expand that. And I know I can make money doing that. I see other people doing it. Let me find a way. Made sure I had all the licenses and certifications that I needed to go full time in the fitness industry. And so that's what I did. And I decided, well, I want to start my own business. I would love to have my own business and work for myself. That would be amazing. Could that actually be me? Could I actually have my own business and not work for someone else? I have worked for someone else my whole adult life, but could I actually have my own thing, little old me? And so what do? First great step, hire a coach. So I hired a business coach to help me figure out how could I actually generate my own income enough to support me and my family. And that was the best thing I ever did for myself, because I don't have all the answers, and actually nobody does, but it's great to connect with someone who's several steps ahead of you, if not a few.
Yes.
And so a business coach was already well ahead of me, making money, doing what she loves, and able to help others. That's the perfect person to connect with. And as I was working with her, I realized we were doing a lot of the same things that I was doing in personal training. And I realized, oh my gosh, I've been coaching people for years and I didn't realize it. And I can get paid to do that. So, in addition to opening my own business, which included corporate wellness, group fitness, instructing, I added coaching, because I thought, how wonderful would it be to work with people on that level one-on-one, just as I'm doing with the coach I'm working with now. I really feel like I was already doing that with personal training, in addition to the crunches and push-ups, right? So I went and got every certification I could find, webinars, master classes, trainings, books, seminars, whatever I could register for that would help me grow as a coach in that sense. And I'd had to figure out, what type of coach did I want to be? Who did I want to help? And so my passion was helping others. I figured out who I wanted to help and how I wanted to help them. And then I just took the steps to go in the direction of actually making a living doing that. I hired a coach and I figured out how much I needed to make to support myself and my family and what offer I could create, how I could help people, and what I could charge for that in order to create a business out of it. And then it was just about putting myself out there, telling people what it is that I do. And those people automatically will come to you once you put yourself out there and let everybody know. A lot of us have passions that we don't share, and nobody knows you're either a woodworker or you're passionate about something or you create things or you're an artist. And that's like your little side thing that you do as a hobby to take a break from life. No, you need to be sharing that with the world. You're depriving us of your gifts. And oh, by the way, you can charge for it and actually create a business out of it. So I
Yes.
encourage you to go out there and at least just start by sharing what it is that you're passionate about.
Yeah. So gosh, Juju, you said so many awesome things. And yeah, we got some enthusiastic viewers here. Damn right
Yay!
you can. That's what I said. Juju's awesome. Thank you, Remy and Mary, for joining in. So glad to have you guys. Yes, Juju is
Wow.
awesome. So, all right, yes, you said lots of things that just like really struck a chord in me. And so, obviously, we all have a different background, right? And a different journey. And I really believe like um, every part of our journey, they're just stepping stones leading us to who we're meant to be. And we continue to learn and grow and evolve and get to this place that you can be empowered and you can realize that, you know what? I can do whatever it is I want to do, right? So seeing that opportunity, I think, is a very awesome first step. But then, talking about like believing, it really comes down to, I think, mindset, whether or not you actually make it happen. Because you can have a plan and you can, have the gifts and the talent, but you definitely have to have the mindset to back it in order to be successful in that. So, can you share a little bit more around, when you are having this vision of what you want to create, how important that mindset piece is, and maybe some, tips or things that you recommend to help you kind of shift maybe from a limiting mindset that will keep you stuck or keeping you small or preventing you from getting out there and saying, guess what, everybody, I do this and I love this and I want you to come on board with me. What are the shifts that can be made, and how do you actually do that to really get the confidence to get out there and share those gifts?
That's such a great question, Megan, and it's really different for everybody, but the bottom line is believing in yourself and believing that you can have whatever it is that you want. Consistency is key when you're going through how to get to where I want to be in life, how to make the money that I want to make, how to have the best relationships. Consistency, believing in yourself, mindset is absolutely everything. If you go in with a negative attitude or a negative mindset, it's never going to work out. It's about believing in yourself and being positive. Now, you don't have to be this happy, chipper, happy go lucky person all the time. That's not realistic. We're women, we're hormonal, we have moments. It's about the ebbs and flows, and it's about taking them gracefully. Okay. You can be a positive influence for yourself and for those around you. And it's important to remember that there are peers, there are children, and there are other women in your community who look to you. And we look at each other to see, well, what's she doing that makes her so successful, right? How is she staying afloat through this hard time? How is this person actually successful when all this stuff happened to them? And it's about mindset. And you have, no matter what happens to you, because stuff happens, right? And going through becoming a coach, going through making that change in my life, going through starting a new chapter, I dealt with child custody issues. I dealt with divorce. I dealt with moving umpteen times. I dealt with lots of things. And um, it's about your mindset. It's about your mindset and realizing that no matter what happens to you, it's not about what happens to you, it's about how you handle it.
Yes.
And you can handle it with grace, and you can be positive, and you can separate the things and realize there's still you, there's still your passions and your dreams, and those don't go away just because things are happening around you. And the main thing I want to stress is remembering you have 100% control of your reaction. You have 100% control of your reaction. You cannot control what happens around you or to you, but you have
Yep.
100% control of how you respond to things in a way that keeps your life moving forward,
Yep.
or if you want to stay stuck. I want to tell everyone that's listening to this right now, if you're feeling like you're lost, you're not sure what to do next, you're feeling stuck, you are not trapped, you are not stuck. That is a mindset. You
Mm.
can move from the place where you are right now. Your income can be higher, your relationships can be better, your career can be more meaningful. You have a purpose. Everyone has a purpose. It may just be a little fuzzy right now because life happens and you've got all this stuff going on. But the mindset is, wait a minute, I have a purpose. I need to get back to that. I need to remember what lights me up inside. And in order to find those things again, in order to bring them back into the light and bring them front and center and in the front of your mind, because I know they've been on the back burner. I know they've been back there. They've been swept under the carpet. They've been on the back burner while you have the kids, while you have the life, while you do the moves, while you make these choices to support yourself and your family. But they're there. Those passions are still there. You're still you. So we're going to sweep all the stuff to the side. It's still there. You're still going to pay the bills. You're still going to take care of the family. Still going to feed the dog. We're going to put all that to the side and focus on you right now. Not before, not later. It doesn't matter what has happened up to now. All that is gone forever. I highly recommend reading The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. Wonderful book.
Oh, yeah. That's a great one.
What has happened up to this point is gone forever, no matter what it was, no matter how painful it was, no matter how much it shifted your life. You're who you are today because of those things.
Mhm.
All of that is gone forever, though. And what's coming in the future that you want or things that may or may not happen doesn't exist. Does not exist. All that matters is right now. Right now, today, you are here listening to this live or you're watching a replay. But if you're watching this, all that matters is what you're getting from this in this moment. So you're making a shift right now, whether you realize it or not, just by tuning into this and saying yes to personal development and saying yes to positivity and yes to making a mindset shift because you're listening to this, listening to two women talking about how to raise your vibe and attract whatever you want in your life. But what does that mean, raising your vibe? Your vibe is your vibration. You know how somebody walks into a room and you can just look at them and go like, "Ooh, yeah, that person's in a bad mood," or that person has bad vibes, right? And there's other, yeah, they're like leave you with goosebumps. There's other people that walk into a room and you're just like, damn, she is just on fire. She's got a glow. That's called good juju, by the way. I bring the good juju everywhere I go. And so that's something you want to get your mindset around. Like, what is it that makes me feel good? Because you can only attract abundance from a place of high vibration. When you're feeling low, when you're feeling down, when you're beating yourself up, when you're feeling depressed, you attract nothing but more of that. Ew, no thanks. We're done with that.
Yeah.
So we want to attract positivity, better relationships, more money, better career, juicier life, fun, happy. That's what we want to attract. So
Yep.
that doesn't mean you have to be all of those things right now in this moment and just snap out of it because it's hard to snap out of it, right? But remind yourself you're not stuck. You create your own reality. You are 100% responsible for and in control of your response to everything going on around you. So you can decide to get sucked in and fall down the rabbit hole. You can stand up, dust your shoulders off, and be like, just another curveball. I'm going after my stuff. I'm going after what I'm passionate about. Now's the time. This is the moment. I'm tired of waiting for things to happen for me. How about I just make the things happen? So
Yeah.
keeping your vibe up, raising your vibe, raising your vibration, getting in that place where you can attract abundance. And for you, that might mean listening to music that gets you dancing in your chair because that gets you excited, that raises your vibe. That might mean doing some journaling and getting all that stuff in your head out and onto a paper so you can make more room in your head. That might mean exercising and releasing those endorphins and getting it out of your system and getting a good sweat. There's all kinds of ways to raise your vibe. Doing personal development like this, listening to talks like this, having conversations about what you're passionate about is a great way to raise your vibe. So start talking more about what it is you love. Forget about the things you don't love. Forget about the things that don't make you feel good. Don't give those any energy. Focus on, talk about, read about, post about, write about the things you're passionate about, the things you love, the things you want, and you will be amazed at how quickly those things start pouring into your life.
Love it. Awesome. So, I mean, the truth of the matter is, we're going to go through some tough times. Juju has
Absolutely.
been through tough times. I've been through tough times. And, so going through tough times, or you're like, oh, I'm going through a tough time right now. Well, that's just it. You're going through it. So we will get past any challenge or, obstacle that comes our way, whether it's, something related to health or financial or relationship. And it's just a matter of, focusing on what you do want, as Juju was saying, and really shifting. So we can be stuck and we can be in victim mode, and that is crippling. That is, definitely being in that lower vibration. Sometimes you have to be there a little bit, right, to be able to grieve or do, um,
Process.
process, through some emotions and things. But the quicker you can start shifting, okay, like this is not where I want to be. This might be the situation now, but this is not where I want to be. And you start shifting on what you do want. You start thinking about that and start tapping into the thoughts and the feelings and the emotions of how you're going to feel once you're already there. As Juju is saying, it's all about like that mindset shift and, really, being present in the moment in terms of like, what do I want and how am I going to create that? And then who do I have to be in order to receive that? Because it's all about who you're being. And if you're, focusing on those positive things as to what you want, then you are going to be an amazing magnet to everything that it is that you want, whether it's, more money or, clients or, finding your soulmate or whatever it is, right? So it's really, that vibration that you're just talking about. Who are you being? And being in that positive mindset. And even if you are in the pits right now in your current situation, that does not define you. It's about what you're going to be focusing on to be able to get you through that and out of that. I think, it's so interesting, like through our lives, sometimes the biggest breakdowns that we have in our life are the biggest breakthroughs that really allow us to be able to shift and grow and be like, this is what's possible. This is what I can create. And it reminds us just how powerful we are. And, it really, it's up to us what we want to create. So we are much bigger than our circumstances and much bigger than any challenge or problem that we might be facing. And we can get through anything. So you are a great example of that, Juju, and such an inspiration. So we talk about relationships. I know a lot of times relationships can, hold us back, prevent us from shining our light, keep us playing small. Sometimes, affect our mindset. Can you speak to relationships a little bit about like what you're willing to, allow in your life and how that actually can impact your life?
I can speak to relationships. I've been divorced more than once, and that is actually not a downfall. That has helped me in my coaching so much because of the experience that I went through and how I grew from that. Right now, today, I am with my soulmate. I have found my soulmate. I have never been happier. I am in the best relationship I have ever experienced in my entire life. I didn't even know this level with another person existed. I gave up. Now, I'm not sure if you're talking about personal relationships or business relationships, but at the end of the day,
Everything.
at the end of the day, it's about healthy relationships, building healthy relationships. Number one, women have very high intuition. You know, your gut is telling you right away when you meet somebody, whether it's personal or business, right away, your gut is like, oh, this is going to be a really good connection,
Yep.
or the opposite. And we talk ourselves out of it every single time. And I don't know why we do it. That I haven't figured out. But we go, I'm not getting a good vibe from this, but I'm going to give it another chance. Or I'm going to go on another date. Or I'm going to give him another opportunity or her another opportunity. Or she rubbed me the wrong way the last time we did business together, but maybe it's different now. No, it's not.
The red flags are there for a reason, people.
The universe is like, hello, I'm waving this flag in front of your face and you're looking
Right?
around it going, but maybe. No. So ladies watching this and guys too, my husband's a Cancer and they have very high intuition. And I tell him all the time, he's like, I don't know, I just had this feeling. I'm like, that's your high intuition, babe. That's what that is. If you have, just tap into your inner self, just tap in. And when you're starting relationships or forming relationships, whether it's online, in person, business, personal, tap in and really go with your gut here and check in and say, how did I feel about this? Is this person or situation going to improve my life in any way? And if the answer is no, move on. I mean, it's pretty simple. It's black and white. If and for me, when it comes to personal relationships, if this person does not make me laugh, does not support my goals or improve my life in any way, I have nothing to do with them. Y'all, I just don't have time anymore. As she mentioned, I have a baby at home now. I have my own business. I am trying to create an income to support my family in a way that's like, hey, I did it. I'm doing my own business and I have a baby, because I don't know how many times I hear you can't have both. You can't be a mom to a baby and also run a business. And so I am doing my best and I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I'm running a
Doing great.
business. I'm bringing in an income. Thank you. And my baby is healthy and everyone's fed and happy. So I'm doing it. Even though
Yeah.
sometimes I'm like, juggling. It's crazy. It can be done. And for me, it's about showing myself that I can do it and that it can be done. And this is a stupid statistic that we can't have it all. You can have it all. I have an amazing relationship. I have a beautiful home. I have a healthy family. I'm making money doing what I love. You can have it all.
Yes.
It's about being realistic about that and about canceling all of the things that don't make you feel amazing. And that sometimes includes people. So go through your friends list, go through your phone, the phone numbers in your contacts. I guarantee half of those can be deleted. Half of the people on your friends list aren't supporting your goals. Half of the people you talk about starting your own business and they're like, but you have benefits at your other job. If anyone talks down to you about what it is that you want to do, bye. There are plenty of people, other women, people in your community, family members, friends, coaches who want to support your goals, who believe in you, who want to help you get to this amazing place that you're trying to go. And you're going to get there sooner than later if you remove the excess, cut off the ones that don't, when in relationships, cut off the business and personal relationships that just don't make sense. If they're not supporting your goals, if they're not pushing you in the direction of your passion, let it go.
Yeah, I love that. And it's all about the vibration, because if you're hanging out with those negative people that don't have the same mindset, they're like vampires. They're going to suck the
Yeah.
life out of you.
Yeah.
I mean, so like if you're going to coffee with somebody and you're having a conversation, you always want to like see, is it like a give and take? Like you're given to the conversation, but you're receiving as well. I don't know about you, Juju, but there's been many times, especially being a coach, like people like will ask you all kinds of questions and like they're kind of like taking advantage of the situation. It's all about them and just getting and taking. And it's draining, right? So what are some relationships that you can surround yourself in, or be part of, that are filling your cup and are, you know, fueling your soul? And it's a give and take situation and mutually beneficial relationship. Now, the other people that are more negative, they're just in a different place. So we don't have to like just completely cut them off, but I always say, like, you can remove them from your life, but send them some love and prayers, and hopefully they can get to a place where they have an abundance mindset and are more positive. But yeah, so thank you for talking about that. I think it's really important for us to create the proper environment in which we can flourish and stay positive and stay in that high vibration, so we can continue to attract abundance and everything that we want. So we're getting to the close here, unfortunately, and I understand that you have, well, I know firsthand about your amazing program that you have, your mindset mastery course. That is
Yes.
just stellar. So I'm going to throw this information up here. So Juju, why don't you tell us? I know you have a special offer for those watching today that may be inspired from the message that you're sharing, are ready to kind of level up their mindset. Tell us about your mindset mastery program, what that looks like.
Thank you so much, Megan, for bringing that up and for allowing me to share this special offer with whoever's watching. I thought if someone's watching this, they're obviously interested in up leveling. They're obviously interested in mindset work. And so I thought I would give a discount on my program. I have a signature program. It's a 12-week mindset mastery program. It is so amazing. I have gotten such great feedback from it. It is something that I personally created based on, I've been coaching since 2017, and based on my experience with the clients that I've had and with the coaches that I have personally hired to work with. That's how I kind of created this program. It's everything that I wanted to learn and wanted and needed myself from other coaches. And it's a combination of that and the things that I wanted to give to people to set them up for success. So it's a really beautiful program. It takes 3 months to go through. And you get a welcome package in the mail, like a physical little hi, welcome package in the mail, gift for me to start off. So you're going to start in a high vibe right away.
Yep.
And in working together, we're going to overcome. This is one of the hardest things. And we do this in the very beginning, overcoming limiting beliefs. We actually do a release exercise, not the sweaty kinds, but something that will allow you to shift your mindset in a way that will allow you to get through the rest of the program on another level. So you're going to start on another level already. And I mean, when you make a commitment like this to yourself, that's an immediate mindset shift right there. And when you're investing in yourself, that's when you can expect people to invest in you. When you're not investing in yourself or doing anything to, when you're not doing any personal development, why would any clients come to you? Why would any customers want your products, programs, or services if they don't see you doing things to improve yourself? So this is a fantastic way to do that, because we're going to overcome the limiting beliefs. We're going to get rid of them once and for all. I'm going to help you connect to your purpose. We're going to create a personal mission statement if you don't have one already. If you do, we're going to spice that one up and fine tune it to who you are today, because you are not who you were 5 years ago, even a year ago, especially with all the changes we've been through in the last year or two.
Right.
So maybe it's time to fine tune that personal mission statement going forward. And we're going to craft a vision, craft a new vision for you, fine tune the things that you have been dreaming of doing and wanting to do, and what that looks like for you now with your life the way it is now. I'm going to meet you where you're at, not where you were 10 years ago, not where you want to be 10 years from now, but where you are today. And we're going to work with what you have today. And I guarantee you have everything you need to be successful. Sometimes it just takes another person showing you that different perspective, looking at things from a different angle of, hey, why don't you use this over here? Why don't you use this over here? And shifting your schedule, shifting your mindset. And the next thing you know, you are rolling, you are creating your reality, doing the things you're passionate about. And oh, by the way, you can get paid to do them if I didn't already say that. So people like Megan and I are really passionate about showing you how to shift your life in a way to do what you love and love what you do. So this program, again, it's about setting those realistic goals, implementing daily success habits, defining your core values. I actually bring in two other coaches that work with me in this program. So they're like team members for me that I bring into this coaching program. And that gives people an opportunity to work with two other types of coaches where you'll do social media presence makeover and define your core values, your personal core values. And those are two different types of people and two different types of coaches that you actually get to work with. So it's a great experience because you end up working with three coaches and getting those different perspectives from the other women too. And that gives you an opportunity to get to know other coaches. And maybe if you want to work with them later, there's an opportunity for that. But for today, I wanted to give you all an opportunity to get a special discount, to have an accountability partner by your side, to get the good juju every week for 12 weeks. And I want to give you 20% off if you're watching this from my 12-week Mindset Mastery program. And so that is an offer I'm giving to the Passionista Nation. So definitely let Megan or I know when you're ready to connect.
Yay. So, oh my gosh, there's so much value in that program, Juju. So, those who are resonating with Juju's message today and really ready kind of just to just I always use the word level up, but just really kind of take your life to the next level. It's so important to constantly be challenging yourself, to be growing and learning, and to be working with coaches, like you said, that have already kind of been there, done that, that you can use as a guide and get the support that you need. We do not have we have our gifts, right? We have the will and the ability, but we don't always have everything that we need to have a clear path to success. We could eventually, find our way, but it's a long, lonely path. But coaching, I think, is so important to always be continuing to go to the next level with your life and business and challenge yourself, because that's how you grow, and that's how you become more and more empowered, right? And live the life that you want to live. So I love that you talk about investing in yourself. Yes, if you're not willing to invest in yourself, no one else will be wanting or willing to invest in you either. And so, we can get to certain levels on our own, but then we always need to get the support and guidance from others to get us to that next place. And so I highly recommend, if you're feeling a little stuck or you're kind of capped off of where you want to be, or you're not clear what your future looks like, you feel like you keep running into these roadblocks, the Mindset Mastery program that Juju has will remove any blocks or barriers, get really clear on what you want, and give you a clear path to get there. So thank you for that awesome gift of 20% off.
Yes.
Again, I strongly encourage you at least to take the first step. There's a link here where you can book a call with
Yeah.
Juju, and you can determine if this is going to be a good fit for you or not. And there's tons of value in the call itself too. So
Yes, and on the call, when you fill out the form, just mention that you saw this interview on the Passionista Nation, and that's how you get your discount. Simple. Yeah.
awesome. Thank you again for that.
Yeah.
So any final thoughts you want to leave our viewers with today, Juju?
Oh my gosh, I know it was a lot. I hope that everyone feels so good going forward listening to this, and just I hope they got the good juju through the screen, because I was giving it, and I'm just trying to share that positive energy with as many women as possible. It's about linking arms with women who believe in success and believe in opportunities and positivity, and running forward with those women and leaving everything else behind. So definitely keep those connections open with women who make you feel good, people who are interested in having conversations about what you're passionate about. Megan mentioned earlier about surrounding yourself with the right people, and not just coaches, but groups out there. She mentioned Empowered Boss Babes is a group that I run. This is a community of like-minded women. The Passionista Nation is the same thing. group of like-minded women who believe in supporting each other and being successful, that's who you need to hang out with. Those are your business besties. Those are the people you want to surround yourself with, because you're going to basically share similar goals and similar income and similar strategies. So you want to be around people who are doing a little bit better than you, a little bit more than you, and that will force you to up level.
Yes. So would you mind popping in the group and putting the link to Empowered Boss Babes, so those who want to join that group, you can't be around too many amazing entrepreneurial women. So
I will. Thank
definitely
you
do
for
that.
that.
You're
Thank you for
welcome.
that. Yes.
And yeah, so I would love to hear from those of you who are watching right now, whether it be live, whether it be the replay. What are some ahas or takeaways that you got from today's training around how to use your vibe to get anything you want? Would love to hear from you. If you have any questions, post those in the comments. Juju, if you wouldn't mind popping in there and answering any questions throughout the day, that would be great. So thank you so much, Juju, for sharing your amazing insights and information around really getting everything that you want by just being your amazing self and raising your vibration and being of service to others, living your passion and purpose. I absolutely love what you're all about. I'm so blessed and honored to get to call you a friend, and I just appreciate you taking the time today to share with these ladies.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much for having me, Megan. And you're such a blessing. I'm so glad to know you and to work with you. You have been a huge part of my journey with this program that I'm offering as well. So thank you for all your guidance and support. You're one of those women I have in my back pocket. You're in my inner circle. You are part of my success team, I call it. So thank you for all that you do for the women in the community.
Yes, absolutely. And thank you for taking time today to invest in yourself and to learn how to grow, um, personally today with really shifting your mindset and really taking a look at what's possible and believing in yourself and your gifts and having the courage to step out there and share those gifts. So thank you again for joining us today. And until next time, be courageous, take inspired action, and go out there and share your gifts with the world. Bye, everybody. Have a brilliant day.